Most people think making money from your phone means filling out surveys for pennies or watching ads for gift cards. But what if I told you there are side hustles you can do entirely from your phone that actually pay real money, around $500 a month, and almost nobody is talking about them? These aren't the typical methods you see everywhere. These are underrated strategies that fly under the radar, but they work. And today, I'm breaking down 5 of them that you can start right now. So here's the reality. Your phone is more than just a device for scrolling social media or texting friends. It's actually a legitimate income-generating tool if you know how to use it the right way. Most people massively underestimate how much money they can make with simple phone-based income streams because they're either looking in the wrong places or they're stuck doing methods that pay almost nothing. The side hustles I'm covering today are different. They're practical, they don't require any special skills or expensive equipment, and they can realistically bring in around $500 a month if you stay consistent. Some of these you've probably never even heard of, and that's exactly why they work so well. There's less competition and more opportunity. Now, if you want a deeper breakdown of these methods and additional strategies I couldn't fit into this video, check the description where I've linked an ebook that expands on everything we'll cover today. It goes into more detail and includes even more side hustles you can start immediately. But even if you just stick with what I'm sharing in this video, you'll have more than enough to get started. All right, let's dive into the first side hustle. The first side hustle is user testing for apps and websites. Now, you might be thinking you've heard of this before, but most people don't realize how lucrative it actually is when you do it right. Companies are constantly launching new apps, new websites, new features, and they need real people to test them out and give feedback. They'll pay you to record yourself navigating their site or app while you speak your thoughts out loud. The reason no one talks about this much is because it sounds too simple. But here's the thing. Each test usually takes between 10 and 20 minutes, and you can get paid anywhere from $10 to $60 per test, depending on the platform and the complexity of the task. If you're doing just 2 or 3 tests a week, you're already looking at a couple $100s a month. Scale that up to 1 test a day, and you're easily hitting $500 or more. The best part? You do this entirely from your phone. Platforms like User Testing, TryMyY, and Userlytics all have mobile apps. You sign up, complete a sample test to get approved, and then you start receiving test opportunities. The key is to be detailed in your feedback and speak clearly because that's what gets you invited back for more tests. This is one of the easiest ways to make consistent money from your phone that most people overlook. Side hustle number 2 is selling digital products on Etsy. And yes, you can do this entirely from your phone. Most people think you need a computer and fancy design software to sell on Etsy, but that's not true anymore. Digital products like planners, checklists, social media templates, printable art, or budget trackers are in massive demand, and you can create simple versions of these using free apps on your phone. Why doesn't anyone talk about this? Because it sounds complicated, but it's really not. Apps like Canva have full mobile versions where you can design professional-looking digital products in minutes. Once you create a product, you list it on Etsy, and every time someone buys it, you make money without doing any additional work. It's completely passive after the initial setup. Here's how people are hitting $500 a month with this. You create a handful of digital products, maybe 5 to 10 different items, and list them on Etsy. Over time, as your listings get views and sales, the income starts compounding. Some sellers make 1 or 2 sales a day at $10 to $20 per product, and that quickly adds up. The key is choosing products that solve a specific problem or fill a need, like budget planners for college students or meal prep templates for busy parents. Do that, and you'll stand out. Number 3 is flipping items using marketplace apps like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, or Mercari. This is one of the most slept-in side hustles because people think flipping requires a lot of money up front or that you need to be an expert, but you don't. You can start with as little as $20 or $30 and scale up from there. Here's how it works. You find underpriced items on these marketplace apps, buy them, and resell them for a profit. You can do this entirely from your phone. You're searching listings, messaging sellers, arranging pickups, taking photos, and relisting items all from your phone. The types of items that flip well are things like electronics, furniture, brand name clothing, kids' toys, or even collectibles. Let's say you buy a used gaming console for $80 and resell it for $130. That's $50 profit on one flip. Do that 10 times a month, and you've made $500. The reason this works so well is because people are constantly listing things for way less than they're worth, either because they need quick cash or they just don't know the true value. Your job is to spot those deals, buy them, clean them up if needed, take good photos, write a solid description, and resell them. It's simple arbitrage, and it's one of the fastest ways to make money from your phone. Side hustle number 4 is remote phone-based customer support. And this one is underrated because most people don't realize how many companies hire for this role and let you work entirely from your phone. Companies need customer service reps to answer calls, respond to chats, and help customers with basic questions. And a lot of these jobs can be done using just a smartphone and a reliable internet connection. Platforms like Arise, LiveWorld, and Working Solutions connect you with companies that need remote support agents. You can work whenever you want, take on as many or as few hours as you'd like, and get paid per hour or per task. Most of these gigs pay between $12 and $20 an hour. If you're working just 10 to 15 hours a week, you're pulling in $500 a month easily. Why no one talks about this? Because it sounds like a traditional job, but it's not. You're not locked into a set schedule. You choose your hours, you work from your phone, and you can do it while you're at home, during lunch breaks, or even while traveling. It's flexible income that adds up fast. The key is picking companies that fit your schedule and sticking with it consistently. Once you get into a rhythm, the money becomes predictable. Now, side hustle number 5 is where things get really interesting. And this is the one most people have never even considered. You can make money by creating and selling short-form video content to businesses and content creators. Let me explain what I mean by this. Businesses, influencers, and online brands are constantly looking for fresh video content for their social media, websites, and ads. Things like short product demos, lifestyle clips, quick tutorials, or even just B-roll footage. And they're willing to pay for it. The crazy part, you don't need a professional camera. Your phone camera is more than good enough. In fact, a lot of brands specifically want that authentic phone shot look because it feels more relatable. Here's how you actually do this. First, decide what kind of content you want to create. Maybe it's food videos, fitness clips, travel shots, unboxing videos, or even just aesthetic lifestyle content. Film short clips using your phone, edit them with free apps like CapCut or InShot, and then sell them on platforms like Fiverr, Etsy, or even directly to businesses by reaching out on Instagram or LinkedIn. You can also upload your footage to stock video sites like Pond5 or Shutterstock, where people buy clips for commercial use. Every time someone downloads your video, you earn money. Some creators are making a few $100s a month just from stock footage alone. But here's where it gets even better. If you niche down, the demand skyrockets. For example, if you create short videos specifically for real estate agents showing home tours, or if you make quick cooking videos for food bloggers, you become the go-to person for that type of content, and you can charge more because you're solving a specific problem. Let's break down the earning potential. Say you create 10 short video clips and sell each one for $20. That's $200 right there. Now, if you're consistently creating content and listing it on multiple platforms, or if you land a client who needs regular content, you can easily hit $500 a month. Some people are charging $50 to $100 per custom video. And if you land just 5 to 10 clients a month, you're well over that $500 mark. The best part about this side hustle is that once you create the content, you can sell it multiple times. One video can be sold to different buyers on different platforms. It's scalable, it's creative, and it's something you can do entirely from your phone in your spare time. This is genuinely one of the most underrated ways to make money with your phone right now. Alright, so now you know 5 solid side hustles you can do from your phone. But let me give you some extra tips to help you maximize your earnings and actually hit that $500 a month goal consistently. First, batch your tasks. If you're doing user testing, set aside specific days where you knock out multiple tests in one sitting. If you're flipping items, dedicate a day to sourcing deals and another day to listing them. Batching saves time and keeps you focused, which means you get more done and make more money. Second, use the right tools and apps. For selling digital products or flipping items, use apps like Canva for design, Poshmark, or Mercari for reselling, and scheduling tools to automate your listings. The more you automate and streamline your process, the less time you spend on each task, and the more money you can make per hour. Third, stay consistent. The biggest mistake people make with side hustles is starting strong and then giving up after a week or two. The ones that actually make $500 a month are the ones who show up consistently, even if you're only spending an hour a day. That adds up. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Fourth, diversify. Don't just pick one side hustle and hope it works. Try 2 or 3 at the same time and see which ones you enjoy and which ones make you the most money. Maybe user testing brings in $200. Flipping items brings in another $200, and selling digital products adds another $100. Boom, you're at $500 without relying on just one income stream. And finally, track your earnings. Use a simple spreadsheet or a notes app to keep track of what you're making from each side hustle. This helps you see what's working and what's not, so you can double down on the methods that pay the most and cut out anything that's wasting your time. One more thing, avoid common mistakes like underpricing yourself. If you're creating content or selling products, don't be afraid to charge what you're worth. People will pay for quality, and if you're solving a problem or providing value, price accordingly. Also, don't get distracted by shiny object syndrome. Stick with a few proven methods instead of jumping to every new side hustle that pops up on your feed. If you apply these tips and stay disciplined, hitting $500 a month from your phone is absolutely doable. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you put in the work, the money will follow. All right, let's quickly recap what we covered today. We talked about 5 underrated phone side hustles that can each help you make around $500 a month. First, user testing for apps and websites where you get paid to give feedback. Second, selling digital products on Etsy using just your phone. Third, flipping items on marketplace apps for quick profit. Fourth, remote phone-based customer support with flexible hours. And fifth, creating and selling short-form video content to businesses and creators. Each of these methods is beginner-friendly, doesn't require a huge investment, and can be done entirely from your phone. The key is picking 1 or 2 that resonate with you, staying consistent, and optimizing as you go. If you want to go deeper and see additional side hustles I didn't mention in this video, the ebook linked in the description breaks everything down step by step, including tools, platforms, and strategies to help you scale faster. It's there if you want the full picture. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit the like button so more people can find it. Drop a comment below and let me know which side hustle you're going to try first. And if you're serious about making money online, subscribe to the channel because I post content like this every week to help you build real income streams. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.